Hello, what's up? Here, I'm gonna turn my camera on. Hi! I'm all sweaty now. I kind of lost my footing there for a second, but it's fine. I went the wrong way. Well, here's the thing. I wanted to be on, like, where I'm facing the camera, and when I turn around, eventually there's a point where my back is facing the camera. And so I was like, oh shoot, I better not do that. I'm gonna try and turn around and make it look cool. None of that didn't happen. It's fine. I like doing it. I hope you guys are doing well. What's up, Danny? Thank you for stopping by. We're gonna be playing Mahjong today, so don't worry, the category is not incorrect. We're gonna be playing Mahjong. We're gonna be doing some board games on this wonderful Tuesday. First, let me cool off. I need to cool off. It's hot. I got my thermostat set to 75, which even then, the AC is running like 24/7, so. Oh, I was gonna do a welcome message, but I kind of forgot. Oh well. We're streaming today. I wasn't sure if I was gonna stream today or not, but we are. We're doing it. Let me switch my music to headphones. There we go. Okay, so now it's not coming out of two places. But yeah, I figured we do some Mahjong. I'm lazy, so we're going to be doing Mahjong just on my desktop here. Like just on my desk. I didn't want to... Usually what I do is I change the orientation of my monitors and my camera, and then I use my craft table to do Mahjong. Usually in that process, I'll break at least one thing. That's when I broke my monitor, was one of the times I did that. I break things, I drop things, I get all the cords all tangled up. And so today I was like, I don't think we're gonna be doing that today. But we will be doing Mahjong. Here, let's find a shape, shall we? Let's find a shape. Here's a good... Nope, that's not a good overlay. Nope, not that one. Where's an overlay that's not fucked? That's... Okay, they're all fucked. Whatever. It's because I switched my OBS to my other monitor. Now I gotta switch all my display captures to my other monitor. There we go. There. We're gonna switch this over. There we go. I'll do it like that. But I hope you guys are having a good day. Chill stream today. I don't really have a topic. I do have my question of the day, which is, how easy is it for you to shift your personality to match a new setting? I was thinking about this. I thought it was interesting. For example, I was teaching English this morning, and that's always fun, and I'm always able to conjure up some really good patience. And I feel like I undergo an entire personality shift when I show up for work. Okay. So here's this. I want to change the layout. Oh yeah, here we go. We're going to do a layout that's skinny horizontally, and that way it will fit on my desktop. We could do a fortress. We could do this full vision. Let me plug in. I've got my camera over here. Let me plug in my camera. So I've got a camera that's going to be pointed on my face, and this camera that's currently pointed on my face, that's going to be pointed on the desk. But yeah. Okay. So this is the classic. We could do twin temples. Kind of like that one. We'll keep that one in mind. Nothing too complex. I'm not feeling something super. Maybe fish face later. Not as a starting out one. We gotta ease ourselves into it, you know what I mean? A hovercraft? Oh, that's cool. And not anything too so this is too tall. Tall and skinny. I've learned from experience that is really difficult to do with IRL tiles, so we won't be doing that one. Okay. Oh, this one's cool. Actually, this one looks hard. Like, as far as the physics of it goes. We could do a Pantheon. Wait, I kind of like the Pantheon. Maybe I'll do a Pantheon. Or a Phoenix. No, that's too hard. Let's do but the owl one looks cool too. Wait, I kind of want to do the owl. Well, you could see this in multiple ways. Just kidding, we're not going to do that one. We won't do that one. That one's a bit too ambiguous. It's art, right? So, totally random made. That seems really challenging. There's a lot of two dome shaped ones. Something about that shit. Oh my god, there's a Windows. Wait, I kind of like the Windows logo, the old Windows logo. Okay. We're doing this one. Let's do it. I'm gonna unplug my keyboard so we can move that aside. And so don't expect me to type anything because yeah, I don't have my keyboard. Let me pull out my tiles. We're gonna be using flower tiles today. Oh, I have some tea in there. I guess I was stashing that away for something. Oh yeah, it's jasmine tea. Last time I went to my parents' house, I brought tea to their house. My parents are Mormon, so they don't drink tea. They do have tea for guests, but it's tea bags, which leave much to be desired. Okay, so we're doing this shape. I've got this on my monitor. I'll turn that off. And now, let's see. We're gonna go over to my Mahjong layout. Okay, oops. Oh, now I can't control Z. Cool. Okay. I gotta be really careful. This is a delicate affair. Okay, moving myself over here. And now we're gonna have myself twice. Oh, I didn't want to do that. You know what? I didn't even want to do that. Because this is gonna be the one that's on the big camera. Okay. This is the camera I actually want to move. Okay. Now, is this actually on? No, it isn't. Oh, that's because it's not visible. There we go. Now you see a little tiny version of me. Okay, I need to change that. Hold on. I need to change it so it's actually facing my face. I need to zoom in a lot. Okay. We need to zoom in a lot. We need to get closer. Okay, that's better. Now we need to zoom in. There. No, zoom in. It has a really hard time zooming in. No, don't do that. Zoom in. Thank you. Okay. Okay, that's really close, but it's fine. Let me... Nope. Okay. Now I need to turn it this way. Okay, that works. That works. Now we shift this camera Down to the Mahjong, and yeah. Okay, this is gonna work great. I'm gonna turn off my microphone while I pour out the tiles, because that's gonna be really loud. I'm also going to change the focus of my camera. Okay, the tiles have been poured out. I should just do that. I should do this every time. I don't need to switch my whole layout when I play Mahjong. That's the reason why I don't play Mahjong that often, because I just get too overwhelmed by the idea of having to switch everything and then switch everything back, you know? I'm lazy. What can I say? I'm lazy. Okay, so first we need to mix up the tiles, and then we make the shape. And we hope for the best. There's not a ton of room to mix the tiles, but that's okay. I'm really small. I'm really, really small. Oh, you know what? I can't even hold Alt to change my smallness. It's fine. You can see my face. That's all that matters. Okay. There. That counts as being mixed, right? So we need to do it 1, 2, 3, 7. Okay. And I'm going to try and do it so it faces you guys. Yeah. Oh, I brought my cardboard boxes to my workplace so I can start collecting the paper, and already I've got like 50 sheets of paper. I'm very excited about that. Okay. Let's see. So we do 2 like this. I'm gonna shift this. Nope, I'm gonna shift it over this way. There, I think that's a better angle. I'm just doing this randomly. I'm not aligning it in any sort of way. Okay. There we go. Oh, you can see my foot. This is the way I usually sit on my chair, by the way. I just have my foot on my... It's physically impossible for me to sit in a chair in a normal way. So, yeah. We'll make sure that's aligned. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we did that. Down 2, and then we're gonna do down 2 again. And I got a job assignment for the end of this month. So I'm excited about that. I have a job. Kind of. I have work to do. Work needs to be done. What is that? Oh, that's tea. This is the tea from that tea bag I pulled out of my Mahjong. I keep my tea with my Mahjong. Okay. Cool. Now this goes down. There's not enough room. Okay, how about we're gonna start stacking the tiles here. I think that's what we're gonna do. That way we can get some space going. But yeah, I found it remarkably interesting, the ability that I have to shift personalities depending on what situation I'm in. I find that very interesting. Depending on what mood I'm in, I can switch my personality like that. And it does feel like I'm a different person when I shift my personality. So this needs to be up 2, and then these ones are up by 3. Yeah, I made a latte this morning. I didn't make a latte, I made a hot chocolate with walnut milk. That was interesting. I've been experimenting with different plant-based milks. I've been making soy milk still. I added some coconut oil to my soy milk last time, and that made it taste better. I don't mind the coconut flavor. What I'm looking for in a plant-based milk is I'm looking for creaminess, and Silk provides that, and that's because they add oil to their milk. Since I'm trying not to buy from Silk anymore, I figured, what if I just add oil to the milk that I made? So that's what I did. And it turned out alright. I got the coconut oil to make homemade popcorn. And so that's what that was for. But I was like, I have coconut milk. I'll just add that. Okay. So now we're gonna just expand out from the middle. So this goes down 3, 4. Okay, so at the 4th one, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. At the bottom of the 4th one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Counting. It goes out like this. Oops. You're not going to be able to see the whole Windows logo. It's too big. I fear that I might have done something wrong. Oh, I think okay. I did it too big. I was like, this is really wide. Too wide, in fact. It's too wide. That's more like it. But yeah, I missed my students. I missed being in that classroom environment. I missed feeling like I was helping people. So I'm glad that school is back. We were on summer break, but school is back in session. Today we learned computer literacy skills. So we're learning like how to turn the computer on, and like how to Google something. And like typing as well. So we're doing like the online typing tests, and that was fun. It's kind of hard because with adult students, they want to be taken seriously, obviously, and it's really hard for someone's ego to learn something like typing, I feel like, because when you're in your 40s, when you're in your 50s, I feel like you reach a point where you're like, I've already learned everything. Every 40-something, 50-something I've met is kind of like that. It's like, I've already learned everything there is to know. You don't need to teach me. And so having a 20-something teach them things, I feel like is kind of demoralizing. So you have to approach it really delicately when teaching adults different things. Like trying not to be condescending. That's the biggest thing. It's also, well, to be honest, it's difficult for all adults. I had somebody in my class today who's 27, and it's a different thing with the younger people because they, especially since he wasn't digitally literate, he didn't know how to use a computer. I feel like he was kind of embarrassed by that. And that's nothing to be embarrassed by. If you genuinely never learn that, then you don't need to be... Well, even in general, even if you did learn it, like that's not... If there's something you genuinely don't know how to do, you don't have to be embarrassed by it. And so, like, one of my students, she's been coming to class for years. And it's hard because, like, she's been coming to class for years and she hasn't been improving at all. She still struggles with, reading and writing. And I feel like she's reached the point where a lot of people reach where they just kind of give up. They show up to class, they do that. I feel like so they can feel like they're working towards something. But every time they show up, it's like they don't really want to engage. And so doing the typing test or the typing practice, and she was just kind of like typing random keys, like ready for it to be. She kept clicking on the website where we usually go to like watch English videos and do games and stuff. She kept clicking on there, like she was anticipating what we were gonna do next, like she already knew. That's the thing, the older we get, the more pattern recognition develops, and the more it's like, the more we want to feel like we're in control of our experiences. And so it's hard when people already decide that they can't learn something, they don't want to learn something. And so it's almost like they waste their time by being in class. I mean, I'm happy to have them. I'm happy to have those students in class. But it's difficult to think about, like, how can we help them learn in a way that's accessible to them? Okay. All right. So we finished the Windows shape. Now we're going to do the little sparkly things that happen afterwards. Let's see if we can do this. So we do this like that. Let's see. No, we do it like this. It's all about empowering people. That's what I want to do with my life. I want to empower people. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hi, Choza, what's up? How's it going, Choza? Ooh, ego death. Would you care to share with the class how you achieved ego death? What'd you do? What's your secret for ego death? We're making the Windows logo. Kind of. I have to shift the sparkly bits up a little bit. My ego stays low. And that's the way it should be. And that's the way it should be. I'm proud of you. Okay. So you're not really going to be able to see here. I'm going to tilt it this way, so you can kind of see. So we extend this out like this. Oops. Ignore that. I'm going to do it like this. Oh, it's 5. I see. Okay. And then we do 4. And then we stack this along here. This is very meticulous. That's why I like it. I like meticulous things. Ah! Sometimes it falls over. Okay, go back. Yesterday when looking back at my VOD, I was realizing I was going like 1,000,000 miles an hour with my yapping. So today is about slowing down, not talking as fast, not yelling today. Today is a super chill, calm stream. Okay, Well, I have too many tiles. I have 4 too many. I think it's because I used the flowers. Wait, but this one has flowers in it. Oh, no. Wait. Okay. Did I do something wrong? I feel like I didn't. Okay, we'll just pretend like these go here. Yeah, they go right here. Because I don't know what I missed. I'm not sure. Wait. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. The ones on this side are stacked up by 3. How does that make sense? I don't know. I don't know. What? Okay, well, you know what? We're gonna stack these ones over here then. Ah! Sorry. That was probably really loud. That was probably super loud. Sorry. Okay. Huh. Oh, okay. I know. This is not supposed to be here. Wasn't that bad? Oh, then, well, my microphone's pretty good. Not to brag or anything, but my microphone's pretty good quality. Okay. I don't know if you can see it, but this is the don't look over there. Okay, this is the Windows logo. See it? It's Windows. Here, let me. That doesn't do anything. Okay. It's fine. You see it? This is the square part, and then this is the magical ribbon part. Anyway. Okay, let's do it. Namaste. Hi, Duncan. Duncan, we're doing a super chill. I was yelling a lot yesterday. And so today we're doing a quiet stream. And we're doing Mahjong with my original setup. So that's why my face is not always in the camera. I hope you're doing well. We don't really have a topic for discussion today, but if anybody has something they would like to discuss, I'm all ears. Today is a day where I'm able to access that ideal part of my personality where I feel like I have infinite patience. I was teaching people English this morning and computer skills, and when I do that, I feel like it unlocks that side of myself. So, not a ton of time today, but I want to spend a little bit with y'all. Well, thanks for setting aside some time to come hang out. Yeah, that's very nice of you. Nothing more valuable than your time. Nothing more valuable that you can give me. Okay, so we're gonna start. Let me think of what else we did today. So we learned computer skills. We did typing. Oh yeah, so I keep telling my students, I'm like, it's with the older adults when they want to pattern recognize. They don't want to start learning from the very basics. But with reading and writing, you have to start with the very basics. You can't just guess your way through. And I don't know how to tell my students that. I keep trying to communicate, because when you do flashcards, There's a picture on the flashcard, and once the student learns the word, or learns, the word in English, they don't even try and read the word. So there's a point where it reaches where the flashcard just becomes useless. And I was going, it takes a lot of patience, where it's like, you can see them trying to guess the word, and you have to tell them, you have to break it to them that that's not what you want them to do. Because that's not how you learn. If you don't have the fundamental skills to learn how to read, and if you just guess all the time, you're not ever going to be successful. If you just memorize, it's always the memorization. Like I was practicing with my student from Togo. He's 64, and I love how he shows up to class every day. He tries his best. He keeps a positive attitude, which is so important. But he does really struggle. He really struggles. It's going to be difficult. No, he's not 67. He's 64. He doesn't look like he's 64. He looks younger than that. Most of my clients look younger than they actually are. But he gave me the passage that or the sentences we were trying to read, and it's funny because he's read it before, because he remembers the words such as like, so it's about Pat and Sam is fat, and Pat and Sam are married, and so like he'll be reading where it's like the sentence is, this is Sam. That's the sentence. And he'll say something like, the marriage, blah, blah. It'll be something completely different. He'll just throw out the word marriage. He'll throw out the word fat. And, he knows that S makes S. He knows that H makes H. Like, he knows the letters and what sound they make. But he just like thinks he can do a shortcut and just say the word. And so it's hard when I have to tell him like, no, let's go letter by letter. It's so hard for people to go letter by letter, but this is how you learn. This is how you learn English. You need to understand all the sounds of each of the letters, put them all together. You promised 5 energy mushrooms last stream. I'm only seeing 2. Oh, okay. Well, I can change. I'll change it just for you. I was feeling 2, but if you're saying it's more than that, that's fine. We'll put it up to, what do you say, 3 or 4? I didn't want to be too high energy. We want to be the quiet stream today. Where are the other 2 shrooms? Okay, we'll put it at level 4. Alright. Sorry. You got me yapping about something that I care about. So that's where the energy came from. We're going to tone the energy back down for our Mahjong that we're doing. So, yeah. Thanks for sending love. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to take these. These are free game. Actually, you know what? We're going to take 2 different ones. Hi, Ivan. Thank you for sending love. I hope you're doing well, Ivan. Nice to see you. You guys are so nice. I was thinking, I was like, I hope Ivan doesn't think I was being too harsh yesterday. I was trying not to be. I was trying to joke. I like joking. But if I ever go too far with my jokes, please let me know. Okay. I'm gonna put this over here. Where's the 1000, the scavenge? What do you mean? You mean forage? Ivan did not detect any Okay. Good. That's good. Oh shit, somebody got it. Who did that? Refly? Oh. Refly found a woolly milk cap mushroom. Oh, you're gonna be on the toilet for a while. Refly got the explosive diarrhea that everybody in the United States has been getting. Man. You gotta be more careful. You know, Chozo got the hero dose the other day. That was really exciting. You gotta try your luck. Maybe you will get the hero dose today.
Roses are red. Violets are blue. Yeah.
Yeah. I love DJ Khaled. Yeah, so anyway. Going to do that is always a great reset. I need every single day to expose myself to a completely different environment. Every day. Otherwise my brain starts to get calcified, which I hate. I hate it when I get this is what happened right before. This is what happened right. What? No. I have not had a bite of mushroom for a long time. I'm having withdrawals, actually. No, you don't have withdrawals from mushrooms, okay? They're actually... Listen, I'm going to take this opportunity to just say that not only are psychedelic mushrooms not addictive, but also you do not have experienced withdrawals for them. Just saying. But anyway, I haven't had... No, I didn't! What? What's wrong? Did I do something today that's like... Are the vibes of today, like, am I not acting the way I normally act? Did I do the personality shift without myself knowing? Maybe I did. I guess I have a different personality today. Duncan says, I like to dip mine in homemade ranch. It makes my trip smoother. I have never heard that one before. That's interesting. You know what? I've never gone the savory route. Whoa. Wait. I gotta show you my book. Have I shown you my book, Duncan? I got this book. Look at this. Look at this. So it's got so many different recipes. It's got grilled cheese shroom witch. It's got, so I'm gonna branch out. Well, not right now, because there's this non-zero chance that I might be pregnant. So we won't be doing this. I'll be being safe. Choco shroom nutty pie. Cookies and shroom ice cream. Delicious. Let's see, shroomberry cheesecake. No, I'm not pregnant. I'm not pregnant that I know of. I might be. I don't know. I'm in the weird period where it's like I have no idea. It's so weird. You don't actually know for the first like couple months. You have no idea. No, don't prematurely congratulations. I'm not. I don't know. We'll see. But maybe Chozo, you're manifesting it for me. Maybe do you know something that I don't? What's this? This is ginger lime chocolate truffles. Yummy. Anyways, so where I was going with this was that I usually go this sweet route. Okay, so when I do larger doses, I do a tea, which it's good to do that, especially if you have a sensitive stomach. That'll help you avoid the nausea. But if you're somebody who just eats the whole thing, or like if you're taking a small dose, then you can just eat the whole thing. And that's usually what I do, is I have a chocolate and I have a shroom, and I just I take one bite and one bite. I don't even make the chocolates. You either are pregnant or bloated. Well, you don't even begin to show, I don't think, until the second trimester. So like at least 6 weeks into it. I need to review how many weeks are in the trimesters. I think you start to experience symptoms at 6 weeks. And then from like 6 to 12 weeks is when you experience the most intense symptoms. And then 12 weeks until 30 something weeks is like second trimester. And then 30 weeks onward is third trimester, I think. Trimester is 3 months. No. Can I not count? 30 weeks is when you begin the third trimester. Or maybe 31. The full term is 40. 41. 40 or 41. Something around that time. Anyway. I'm so sick of waiting for things to happen. That's not happened yet, and then we're going to be moving to Oregon, and I fear that those two things are going to happen at exactly the same time, and that's going to be tricky. I've already chosen my hospital that I want to give birth at, but that's here in Salt Lake, and so if we end up being in Oregon by that time, I'll have to find a new hospital. Yeah. I want one with a tub. I really, really want one with a tub. That's my priority. Yeah. Okay. Because I'll be trying to go pain-free. I mean, not pain-free. Oh, God. Pain medication-free. No anesthesia. Just fucking raw dogging it. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. But hardcore. Yeah, hardcore move. Because I like to be different. Anyways. So, the topic of today's stream is how often do you surprise yourself with your ability to shift personalities? Are there any personalities that ever come up within you that you don't recognize? I feel like sometimes that happens with me, where there's things I do sometimes that I don't even recognize. I don't know if that makes sense. Okay, let me give an example. When... Okay, let me think. I gotta think about an example. Hold on. I gotta think about an example. There is no Dana, only Zol. Oh dear. Is this a Star Trek reference? I would look it up, but I don't have my keyboard. My keyboard's unplugged. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, Refly, I was gonna say the same thing. I bet. I think that's Ivan's way of saying that there's never a personality that arises within him that he doesn't recognize. Oh no. It's not. Oh, it's Ghostbusters. So, okay. Let's go to this other thing. Is there ever a thought that arises in your mind that you don't recognize? That you're just like, where did that even come from? Okay. I'm trying to ask more questions. I'm trying to ask more questions and yap less. That was probably really loud. Sorry. I dropped my tile. I feel like I'm just gonna have to be one of those people who like mentally is making a note every single conversation they have to be like, okay. Sorry, Chozo. Oh, Chozo. This is the second time that I've made Chozo's ears bleed. I forgot what I was going to say. Doesn't matter. I haven't said my mom did make me super angry the other day, and I was surprised how long I stayed angry. Oh yeah, emotions, emotional reactions. Yeah. Sometimes you don't know all the reasons why, and or like if something makes you angry, maybe you'll understand. Oh yeah, that person said something that rubbed me this way, and therefore I got angry. But sometimes you don't know all the subtle ways in which a person pisses you off. This happens often with my husband. Where I don't realize that I'm mad at him until very late in our interactions. It's almost like he realizes it before I realize it. And that's called not being in tune with your emotions. But, I'm sorry that you experienced that. Hi, Creative One. Welcome. Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. True. That is so true. That's why I was saying earlier, I was like, I wish that every single day I have a completely transformative experience that pulls me out of my headspace. Because I feel like it's so easy for me to forget things. How good my life is. How good life in general is. Oh, that's a quote from Ferris Bueller. Nice. Okay, let's see. We're gonna do this one Mahjong. So I'll show you what it actually looks like, what it's supposed to look like. Here, it's the Windows logo. It's going the opposite way, which I'm just realizing that. It's fine. It's a mirrored version. Okay. That happens to me a lot, where I frequently forget to appreciate my life and what I have. Or like even the present moment. Microsoft. Yes. How do we feel about Microsoft? Let's delve into that, shall we? No, I'm not feeling a political discussion today. I genuinely don't think I have it in me. I don't think I have it in me for a long time. Never Microsoft, always macro hard. Count your blessings. Ivan says, I'm generally very relaxed and I try to enjoy a slice of life every day. Like breakfast on the balcony, a walk, some kung fu, something delicious. That's good. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, little things. Appreciating the little things in life. It doesn't always have to be a peak experience that you're going after. I need to remember that. Let's see. What do I appreciate about today? Today, I appreciate the hot chocolate I had this morning. That was really good. I appreciate the fact that I have air conditioning because it's really hot outside. I appreciate the quesadillas I made the other day. I stuck some in the air fryer. I made those like plant-based tacos. They're not tacos, they're quesadillas. Tacos are not the flat things. Tacos are this shape. Quesadillas are this shape. The recipe says they're tacos. Whatever. But anyway, it's those ones with the cheese and the black beans and mushrooms. So good. I appreciate those. It's time to generate Ivan Kung Fu Movie AI video with his signature leaning forward while looking down to read chat, going left to right with his eyes. Oh my god. I think you paid too much attention to... Now I'm going to notice Ivan's positioning the next time he's streaming. How he reads chat. Now I'm going to hyper focus on that. Great. Your attempt to make me self-conscious about my eyes and posture will not... Yeah, Refly, I don't know what you're talking about. Ivan is tapping into the ultimate Buddhist wisdom. It's like when the Buddha... When somebody came throwing insults and trying to make the Buddha feel bad, Buddha was like, my friend, your gift of negativity, I don't accept it. Here, take it back. That's basically what Ivan did. Ivan is basically Buddha. You didn't... Stop calling him out. Ivan's never going to come back to my stream again. The amount of times we single him out on this stream is too many. Who can we pick on next? We don't pick on we don't pick on Refly that much. Refly, you better start streaming so that we have stuff to pick on you for. When's it gonna happen? It's not Buddhism. I'm just neurochemically out of fucks. Nice. Anyways. Hell yeah. I'd like to reach that stage of life. When do you reach that stage? You reach it by becoming an atheist first. Yeah, right. Sure. Ah! I just dropped my ties. Again. Stop trying to convert me! Stop trying to convert me to your religion. It's not happening. Stop trying to be a missionary for atheism. Yeah. I knew that'd piss you off. I don't know what else I'm supposed to say. Just stop. What utility is brought by converting someone like me to atheism? What utility does that bring to the world? I understand the utility of, like, someone who's religious and they do morally wrong actions in the name of their religion. I understand why converting that person to atheism is good, has utility. But for somebody like me, come on, man. I'm a good person, right? I'm a good person. My friend actually made me say it. I was wringing my hands and telling her over tea this weekend. I was like, how do I I just wish I was a good person. And she was really upset by that. She was like, no, you tell me right now. You say it. Say you're a good person. And I kept being like, nah, I'm not gonna say that. It's stupid. She was like, no, you better say it. And so she made me say it. That I'm a good person. Ivan says, I think you are already atheist. You're just not a naturalist / materialist yet. Perhaps. I think you're right. Yeah. I don't think I believe in any sort of higher power. I think I'm incapable of that. But, I haven't closed the door on that entirely. I'm leaving that open, and I'll probably leave it open the rest of my life. I'll leave the hope. I'll hold out the hope for that, for something, anything to happen that defies my expectations. Because that'd be really cool. That'd be really cool. But every single experience I try and have where I am leaving the door open, and I've heard from other people that, oh, this gave me a really mystical experience, or oh, I don't know. Like I try and do those things. I try and have those experiences, and then every single time I end up not having any sort of mystical experience. I have a really good experience, a really euphoric experience, an experience that reconnects me to my love for life, how I value life, how I value people. I've changed the way I use the word magic. When I say magic, I don't mean anything supernatural. I mean things that are awe-inspiring, that people do, that nature does. I use the word magic a lot. And I know that might, throw some of you off. But when I use that word again, I'm not meaning anything beyond what is. I just mean like, oh, that's magical, that's special, that's really cool. Yeah. So on your deathbed, when God tries to close the door, you put your foot between the door. Yeah, I'm leaving the door open just in case. Just in case I go to Mormon spirit prison and the missionaries come in to preach to me. They can come in and reconvert me. Reflex said, this morning I saw a car with stickers on the front window spelling out antisocial. Nice. Ivan says, powerful, meaningful experiences. Yeah. So I just use the word magical to describe those. Some people might have a problem with that, but I find it like I'm reclaiming that word. I was really disappointed when I learned that word, is referring to something that doesn't exist. That was like soul crushing. I don't think I can like reiterate how much that was soul crushing. So now I'm reclaiming it and making it work for me. Anyway, there's an ad starting soon. Thank you for the lurk, by the way. There's an ad. We'll keep playing as the ad goes. I wasn't sure, and by the way, let me know if you would prefer this Mahjong setup to be in the small thing and my face on the big screen. I just didn't want it to be like egotistical to have my face be big. I was looking at the paper making stream and I was like, ooh, this just looks like you're just getting a shot of this bucket and that's all you're getting. You're getting this tiny little image of me and this giant bucket. And that's really boring to look at. So if I do paper streams in the future, I'm gonna switch the layout of everything. Gotta go dry some underwear. I'll go to work with wet underwear on Thursday. Yeah, you should do that. That should be a priority. That's uncomfortable. Nobody wants to wear wet underwear. Yeah, but anyway, so I just want to meet more and more people, go to have more and more experiences, which are awe-inspiring and really cool. And eventually I want to be the type of person that's really cool. Because I learned that you can actually develop, I hate the word aura. My Gen Z is showing. I want to develop an aura. Wherever I go, everyone in that room, they're uplifted by my presence. It can happen. And not because I possess any sort of magic. But I feel like people get this confused so often. Again, it's different people and different explanations for the same phenomenon. But I want to be the type of person where I positively affect people with my presence. I've not been in the presence of that many people who are able to do that. Although, maybe it's a combination. I think it has to be a combination of the person themselves being really awe-inspiring, but also you yourself being receptive to the present moment. The times when I felt really, really mesmerized by somebody else was when I was like mentally primed to pay full attention to that person. Because it does sometimes like appall me and astound me when I go to places, and I think I mentioned this before, but I'll see a performance where somebody's giving like their whole heart, they're putting their whole heart and soul into something, and like the people there don't really care. They're not even like engaging with it at all. Like when I saw that performance of the person who came to like my church, and he was like singing and like belting out into song, and he was just like letting himself become overtaken by the moment. I was letting myself become overtaken by the moment. I later learned that other people did not have a good experience with that particular performance, even though I had a great. I thought that person had tapped into something super magical. So it has to be both people. The person who is sharing themselves and the person who is trying to receive. The giver and the receiver of magic. If you want more magic in your life, you have to be receptive to more magic in your life. You can't just like wish that it'll happen. You have to actually try. That's like, dude, that's one of the hardest things I've ever learned about life is that if you want something, you have to get it yourself. It's not just going to come to you. It sucks. You have to work for everything. You have to work for everything. Nothing comes easily. Yeah, it sucks. You have to actually try. You have to actually be an active participant in your own life. What? Oh. I feel like I've been a passive participant in my life for basically my whole life. And I'm just barely now learning how to be an active participant. Like, for example, like, I always wait around for my friends to reach out to me and, like, come up with the idea to have a party or go out or do stuff. And I never reach out. And I noticed, like, slowly over time, they would reach out less and less and less. So now I'm trying to reach out to my friends more. Okay, I'm trying to find a thing. Oh, here. A 2. Right there. Let us not forget that we won last time. That was amazing. So, I think this time we'll win again. We'll see. Okay, that's a 7. And there's a 7 right here. Actually, this is a pretty good shape. I like this shape. My face suddenly became very itchy. Not that. Oh yeah, right here. 2 1s. Yeah, but I've been checking on Steam, like, for when new mushroom games come out. I've got, basically, if you search the word mushroom on Steam, I have almost all the games saved on my wish list. So just waiting for those to come out. There's a bunch that are supposed to come out this year. We'll see. But I've made it my goal to play all non-AI, non-slop mushroom games. Nope, that one's stuck. I was going to move this one, but it's stuck. No. It's at a really weird angle where... Here, we'll turn it this way. There we go. Zip. It's funny, I've been drinking black tea all day, but I'm still tired. I feel like caffeine has the opposite effect for me. If I drink black tea, it makes me sleepy. Sleepy. Okay. Let's see. Are there any other they? Nope. Are there any other ones? Nope. Are there any other fours? Nope. How about a 2? Oh no. Okay, how about a 5? Nope. How about a 1? There's this 1 here, but this is, see, this is trapped. It's trapped because this is here. Okay. What about a 9? Nope. A 2? Ooh, I think that we are stuck. I think it's game over. No. Oh, I think it's game over. Is there any 6s? No. Oh, there's a 2 right here. Hey, we got this. I mean, that didn't actually free up anything, because this 6 is stuck. Oh. I love how there's a zoom in on my scalp. My thinning hair. I love just showing that off. Okay. 2. Yeah, we're done. Alright, we're cooked. Oh, shoot. Well, that was that. That was the Windows. The Windows logo. Destroy it. Okay, should we do one more? We could do something else. Well, I don't have anything planned. I don't have any tier lists. Yeah, I probably shouldn't. We could go check on my sculptures. Nah, it's okay. I'm feeling so tired. I'm feeling so depleted of energy. What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? Thinking. I'm thinking. What should I do with the rest of my day? If I don't stream, then how will I spend my time? This is the everyday dilemma that I face. How do I spend my time? When there's literally nothing I need to do. There's nothing to do. There's nothing I have to do. I'm a member of the useless class. I feel like the membership in this class is going to only increase. The useless class of people. What do they do? How do they spend their time? If you had unlimited time, how would you spend it? It's not as easy to spend as you think it is. Things get old after a while. Our monkey brains get bored really easily. Ivan said unlimited. I have a few languages to learn. Yeah, there you go. I think when people assume having limited time, they also assume having unlimited motivation. That's the toughest egg to crack for me. I have the unlimited time. I do not have the unlimited motivation. And I don't know what the secret is. I don't know what the secret is. Ivan says, I do feel like I can move the world. Hell yeah. Maybe just a small nudge. Well, the journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. Oh, I see. You can move the world just with a small nudge. Yeah. Little actions you do every day can have a much larger impact than what you think. You influence people a lot. The more you put yourself out there, the more you influence people. And the more people influence other people, and then it just keeps rippling out. Okay, this table is genuinely not big enough. So we're gonna have to, instead of moving it around like that, we're gonna have to like pick up the pieces and shuffle them that way. Yeah. Bit by bit. You move the world bit by bit, piece by piece. First, you gotta plant the seeds of change and growth, and then you water them, and then you wait. And then you wait! And the waiting is so hard. The waiting is really hard sometimes. After you planted the seeds. Or, if you've planted, you're waiting for some of the seeds to grow. And in the waiting process is so long for those seeds that you need to go shopping for new seeds. Hi, DCI. I hope you're doing well. We're talking about planting seed. We're talking about growing and changing. And impacting the world. I hope you're doing well today. We're also looking for a new Mahjong cheat. Is that brewed? I'm trying not to be. I don't know what it is. It happens when I drink black tea. I just get so tired. I'm sorry. Some things are going to come off as sarcastic, and that's not what I'm intending either. Okay. We're trying to find a horizontally skinny piece. If you want to wake up your whole village during a hot summer night, just open your windows, turn up the volume, and the Mahjong tile noises will do. Okay, sorry, was it really loud? I'm sorry, the microphone is right here, next to the tiles. My apologies. Just turn the volume down. You're looking for a mod? Refly is the one. I love how you guys both recommend each other. Okay. Okay, another long skip. Oh, we could do a little rabbit. That's cute. We could do a horse. Oh, we could do a duck. This one looks hard. You have to consider in terms of surface area and like borders. This one has very few borders. Experience mod. Mod knows mod. Yeah, I think you guys are both super experienced. And that's really cool. Thank you for your service in the community. Thank you for your service. Okay, a key, that's cool. Oh, I've done a jellyfish before, that was fun. American flag, no thank you. Oh, a candy? At ModCon 2019. Oh, I didn't even know there was a ModCon. 2019 was like last year. Ivan, I'm sorry to break this to you. Oh dear. Oh my god. 2019 was 7 years ago. Can you imagine? Can you believe it? In 2019 I was 21. 21. I was 21. I was so young. I was way too young. Ivan is a time traveler unlike any other. Hi, Orange. How's it going? Orange, do you have any updates about your bucket? Orange is currently cultivating a new biochemical weapon that he will unleash. No, that was really strange. I saw that picture and I was like trying to, what is it? I wonder what it is. Cause it looked like a bunch of little tiny black bugs. Go check outside when I get out of bed. Oh, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. I'm just trying to make conversation. We can make an airplane. Oh, I kind of like this bridge. We're going to make a bridge. There we go. Okay, we're going to make this shape. Hi, Dom. What's up? Welcome back. We're doing Mahjong. So nice to see you today. Good morning. Australians call 17 degrees Celsius winter. Yeah, it's winter right now. Spain just dominated France in football. Oh, don't remind me. Belgium won against the United States. I'm surprised Refly hasn't rubbed it in. I'm really surprised. I haven't actually been following any. Okay, I was gonna go hang out with one of my friends tomorrow, and watch one of the semi-final games. I haven't not seen a single game yet. Belgium is a good team. Cool. I'll take your word. I mean, it seems like it. All I know, the only soccer player I know is Neymar on the Brazilian team. I don't know if he's on the World Cup team, but I do enjoy Neymar. Neymar, my love. I don't know if he's even still playing soccer. I like Neymar. I've heard of Ronaldo. Cristiano. Ronaldo? Yeah. Messi. Those are the 3 soccer players I know. If I ever boast about football, please finish me with Wait, do you hate sports that much? I mean, I hate sports too, but damn, that's Ronaldo. And I only know about Ronaldo because I've seen I Show Speed, and I Show Speed goes crazy. Neymar doesn't play anymore. He's washed up now. Oh, I knew that. Well, shit. It's like it's like back in 2008 was when I watched the Utah Jazz. My dad would take me to all these basketball games, and I knew the Utah Jazz. Let's see, I knew the players. There was Andrei Kirilenko, There was this fucking Boozer. Carlos Boozer. And I thought everybody was booing him, but they were just saying his name. Like, Boozer. And fucking who else? I don't remember. Gordon Hayward. That sounds familiar. I don't remember. Okay. But you guys know this, right? You better know this. My favorite basketball player of all time, Yao Ming. I named my stuffed animal Yao Ming. After Yao Ming. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I just thought it was so cool. He's so tall. He's so tall. He's unfathomably tall. I went to a restaurant in Beijing that Yao Ming had been to. That was really cool. There's a picture of him in the restaurant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 79. Wemby is your fave. Cool. What team do they play for? My favorite basketball player is Kim Jong-un. What? Does he even play basketball? He does not strike me as someone who's physically fit. I didn't mean that. Orange says, leaving the house below 5C is like an Arctic expedition. Yeah. That seems really cold. Ronaldo just had his last World Cup game too. They got knocked out by Spain. Oh, that's tragic. Oh. Why did we stop talking about sports? We can keep talking about it if you want. I'll throw stuff out. Okay, my dad loves watching sports. My dad watches golf, which is like the world's most boring sport to watch. It's fun to play, but it's not fun to watch. And then he likes watching football, American football, and soccer. And then, so whenever I'm at my parents' house, it's always on. Sports are always on the TV. And so I do watch them vicariously. I mean, not vicariously, but I do watch them when I'm there. So my dad plays basketball. He still plays basketball, and he plays golf as well. Yeah, my dad plays golf. He taught me how to play golf, and then I played golf. I was on the golf team in high school. The way you qualify for the golf team is the coach basically ensures that you are capable of hitting the ball with the stick, and then you're on the team. That's it. He doesn't get super into it, and he also doesn't gamble because Mormons are not supposed to gamble. Mormons are not allowed to gamble. So none of that sports betting bullshit. I didn't realize how big of a thing sports betting is. Ivan says, we did golf in high school with wiffle balls so as to prevent fatalities. My dad would launch wiffle balls in our front yard, back and forth across the driveway, to perfect his drive. Yeah, perfecting his drive. It's just peak middle class stuff. Shenanigans. That's what he would look forward to every week, is like being able to go to the driving range and just hit some balls. I love my dad. My dad's like classic American dad. He loves grilling. He loves sports. Yeah. And that's basically it. He's not very in tune with his emotions. He's basically just your stereotypical. No, he's a world traveler too. He's a world traveler, which I feel like really sets him apart and makes him unique. He speaks Portuguese fluently, which is really cool. I always thought was really cool. And he travels frequently. He used to travel frequently to Russia. Doesn't do that anymore. But now he travels frequently to France for his work. Oh, and he's friends with not to name drop or anything, but fuck, I forgot her name. Well, I can't really name drop someone who I forgot their name. This she's a Russian model. She's got like millions of followers on Instagram. She's married to the heir. She's married to the heir of Louis Vuitton. No, not Celine Dion. She's married to a billionaire. So I tangentially have connections to a billionaire. What? It's like that 7 connections thing. You are 10 connections, I forget. You're always 10 or 7 connections away. Time to add him on LinkedIn. Yeah, Refly already added me on LinkedIn. Okay. I deleted LinkedIn. Well, I deleted it, like I logged out of it. What about buying a lottery ticket? No, Mormons can't do that either. You're just generally not supposed to gamble. Dom says, my dad was up at 6 a.m. watching the soccer this morning. Oh, wow. Dedication. Yeah, Dom. He was, so my dad was a missionary. He did his mission in Brazil. Yeah, so. My sister's on a mission right now in Los Angeles. Oh, even less. Wow, that's crazy. Even less. 6 degrees. 6 degrees of separation. Well, for me, it's only 1, 2, 3. Yep. Orange is correct. I'm not going to say it out loud. But, yep, I think you're correct. She came and stayed at our house. She came and stayed at my parents' house in Logan, Utah. My mom was like freaking the fuck out. She's like, how do I impress like our house? We're poor people, you know, compared. They're not. They're very solidly middle class. But she stayed in the basement. She stayed in the basement of my parents' house. She was very, very she's so I haven't personally met her, but according to my parents, she's extremely humble, extremely kind. Which actually makes me... No, that's good. That's good. That's good. I'm just thinking, I'm like, wow. You really can have it all. Oh my god. So you can be stunningly beautiful. You can be rich and famous. You can also be extremely humble and kind. You can have it all. She does. She was like cooking for my parents. She was cooking for them. She was like scoffing because my parents had salad dressing in the fridge. She was like, oh, we're not using that stuff. Let me just whip something together. And she like threw together. So she has people that can cook for her, but despite that, she still also knows how to cook. You know how a lot of rich people, they don't cook because they just have somebody do it for them? She's able to cook. But anyway, yeah. So just get your chef to teach you how to cook. Easy. Yeah, I don't know how she learned to cook. I think she, I don't know this off the top of my head, but I think that she grew up in a different socioeconomic circumstance than where she's at now. So that's probably how she learned how to cook. But, it's still cool. Why didn't you marry that nepotism babe? I think I married well enough. I think I did good enough. According to the wiki, she grew up in a poor family. Okay, that's what I was saying. I mean, that's what I was thinking. Yeah. Yeah, she grew up. But anyway, really sweet person, really nice person. I hope to be able to meet her one day. I think I'd just be starstruck though. I have a really hard time meeting people who are even remotely cool or interesting. So. Orange, the person you mentioned. Yep. Yep, her name's Natalia. Yeah, she's really nice. So there's a lot of pictures of my dad and her. I can imagine all your words coming out wrong. No, literally, DCI, you're spot on. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Look, I'm making a big M shape. She doesn't post him on her Instagram. But he posts her on his Instagram. Wait, I gotta show you guys proof so you don't think I'm pulling this out of my ass. Oh, but I don't want to dox my dad. Fuck. You're just gonna have to believe me. You're just gonna have to believe me. Yeah, right. She would be the most beautiful person that I've ever met. Okay, let's see. This has 2 layers underneath. Oh. I fear that we went, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll just put this right here. But yeah, like, whenever they come to see her, she always treats them to a really nice dinner. So the last time they were in France, they went out to a really expensive restaurant and, like, didn't have to pay for anything. And she's just ordering off the menu, like, whatever. That's real wealth, where you're able to, you don't even have to look at the price of anything. You just order whatever you feel like. So my parents were eating well. But I don't even know why she stayed with my parents. I think it's perhaps because she wanted to have that experience. I don't know. I don't know. Because she can definitely afford a hotel. Let's see how the poors live. No. That wasn't what happened. That wasn't what happened. Let's see. How do the poors live? She's a genuinely nice person and humble person. Okay, I see. So these 2 are disconnected. And then these are all connected like this. Okay. I was wondering why this extended so far down. Maybe he's in the CIA. Oh. Maybe. No, he works with children with autism. So probably not. He must be close to winning. No, I'm actually I'm just making the thing now. I'm making the design. Here, let me show you the design. This is what we're making. This is so tasty. I think you should just buy the restaurant. That's the kind of wealth we're talking about. Yeah. But, like, she has my dad's number. So they have frequent correspondence. And then they just hang out. Because she does philanthropy. That's how she knows him. Is she does philanthropy work. And she really cares about children with autism. So that's how she knows my dad. And my dad's pretty much like the autism guy. Can your friend fund my court case? I've never met her before, so probably not. I hope you sleep well. Sleep well. I'm sorry about your court case. That's rough. Don't forget to set your alarm. Let's see, this goes along the bottom. Let's see, is that 1 layer or 2 layers? It's hard to tell. I don't know. We're just gonna pretend like this is 2 layers. I wonder if they let prisoners watch Twitch. Are you trying to say something, Orange? I don't know. Is what I'm doing that boring? Shit. Well. Okay, I need to move all these out of the way. I don't have enough room. Okay, so now we do the second wall. But yeah, so my dad lives a very interesting life. When I was growing up, I always looked up to him. I wanted to be like him. I wanted to travel the world and do work. That's what he does. He travels the world and presents his research. I wanted to do that. Turns out you have to have a job to do that. So... let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh. I see. Okay. That goes there. Do you play Mahjong with your husband? Sometimes. He doesn't really like to play it. I used to have like a group I would play with, which was really fun. But most of them have moved away, so now I just play it with myself. Sad. Okay, how tall is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1. I need one more. Okay, we're gonna make it 1 taller here. When it's done, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna like zoom out and show you guys. I'm having to stack it in kind of a wonky way, but that's fine. Oops. When I bring it to my parents' house, I play it with my siblings, and that's fun. Oh, you know what? This needs to be stacked up. Have you guys seen Friends? I just started watching Friends for the first time. It's cute. It's really wholesome. Although, I don't know why it's so popular, if I'm gonna be honest with you. It just seems like a regular old sitcom. Like, there's nothing really that special about it. You saw it a lot. It's really good. I mean, it's good. It's not like really, really good though. It's just good. It's very heartwarming. It kind of, the laugh track kind of gets old sometimes. Where it's like, it feels like you're being forced to laugh. That must have been really popular at the time. The whole laugh track thing. I have a hard time. What games does he play? My husband? My husband plays, he plays Stellaris. He plays Stellaris a lot. He plays, like, different, I want to say, like, tycoon type games. He really likes the type of games where you play God. Like, where you basically are God. He likes being God. I mean, I guess I can't blame him. Bless me. Because I like playing The Sims, so it's kind of the same thing. Alright, I can do this. Let's see. This is really wonky. Yeah, this is really strange. Alright, well, I'm just gonna guess. I'm just gonna guess where these tiles are supposed to go, because I don't know. I am not sure. We'll just pretend like we know. That doesn't seem right. Okay, let's see. One across the bottom. We skip 2 every time. Okay, skip 2, skip 2, skip 2. That leaves a tile in the middle though. How? How is that possible? Okay. Skip 2. Put that tile there. Skip 2. Put this tile here. Skip 2. Put this tile here. Oh, I think I made it too... whatever. Whatever, it's fine. Screw it, I'll just put these tiles here. Alright. We did it! Here's the bridge shape. It looks like an M. M for Marissa. Yeah, I was calling Ivan a Buddhist, which he quickly denied. True Ivan fashion. Sometimes I like just delving into, like, how close can I get to pissing Ivan off? He's pretty forgiving. But yeah, I thought it was good. I had a question of the day today, but I feel like this trumps the question. Okay, so the question I actually had for today was about personality shifts and about how often, no, what was it? Let me remember. I think it was like, are you ever surprised? Do you ever surprise yourself with how much you can shift your personality depending on any given situation? He invented 10 religions better than Buddhism. He has no need for it. No need. You gotta be careful. Don't start another debate. Don't start another debate. This is not a debate channel. Okay, I'm shifting. It's about that time in the stream where I shift my headphone from one headphone to the other. I don't like the way this camera makes me look. A little debate never hurt anyone. It certainly does make things interesting, Ivan. You got me there. It certainly makes things very interesting. I just don't know, like, here's the thing. I don't know what topic I know enough about that I'd be able to debate. If I were to debate something, it would need to be something I'm super, super confident in. Okay, the one thing I think I'd be able to debate is, and it would be a contentious political topic, and that would be, should refugees and immigrants be allowed in the United States? I would be able to debate that. That's something I feel very passionately about with all my work with refugees and immigrants. Yeah. I mean, I don't really know much about the history side of things, but I do know things like boots on the ground, important things. Like how these people make this country better. That's what I know. You should do a call-in show. You think so? You think people would actually call in? I can't guarantee it wouldn't be super awkward though. I get really awkward. I get really, really awkward. Like, yeah. You'd have to stand your ground, though. And that's hard. Even if it's something I really care about, I think I would still struggle to do that. No, I feel like with this topic, I'd be able to. Ivan wants to hop on the stream. Yo, that would be so cool. Having Ivan call in. I don't know what we would debate though. I don't feel like we have too many things that we disagree on. Maybe that's a good thing. Insert General Martok meme. Okay. Dom says discussion is cooler, I think. Yeah, that's true. And that's why I don't really like debating anyway. Because I feel like all debating does is it just like each side just they're just confirming what they already believe. And it's just like they're testing it. They're testing it against the other side. As soon as you have another side, there's a winner and there's a loser. And you have to be the winner. Because if you're not the winner, you're the loser. Nobody wants to be a loser. So then it becomes a game of winning. And when people get blinded by the idea of winning, they don't think clearly usually. When are you gonna start watching Star Trek? You could do Star Trek reaction streams. Yeah, I should do that. I guess the thing is, the reason why I haven't started yet is because first of all, I don't know what streaming platform it's on. And also I don't have any streaming services besides HBO Max. Is it on HBO? If it's on HBO, then maybe. Star Trek reaction. Just blur the Star Trek screen and show the time index. You would know by the time index. That's awesome. Dom says I can send you a link. You probably want ad block for. Okay. I know of all the ways I could obtain it. You're right. There are ways that I can obtain it. You bought all of it on Amazon Prime for $50. It streams on Paramount Plus, but I hate them. Oh, you don't like Paramount Plus? What do you not like about Paramount Plus? Please tell me. Illuminate for me. I am in support of the hating of any large corporation. That's something I can fully get behind. They are Trump toadies. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good reason to hate them. I never liked them anyway. I never liked Paramount. But now I super don't like them. Where's the tile that I want? 3. This is trapped. No, this one isn't trapped. Here, I'm taking it. No offense to toads. Yeah. Yeah, even the fact that you made that comparison. No offense. I don't know what to tell you. He's a shitty guy. I don't know what to say. It's really I think I mentioned this on stream earlier though, is that I've met people before who don't feel the same way I do about him. And like, I just want to ask him like, why? Why? You strike me as like, for example, my brother-in-law hates corporations. Okay, I know, I'm aware, DCI, I know. It's like when I was together with my friends and I was like, yeah, I stopped buying things from major corporations. And then they're like, didn't you just buy that shirt from Athleta? I'm like, yeah, I know. Okay, I'm not fucking perfect, all right? Okay, sorry. What I mean is, I'm buying less from these big corporations. I'm trying to do less. I'm trying to be better. Okay? Turns out you can't be perfect at anything. And the internet has a very special way of getting really, really granular about things. And like, if you're not doing the absolute most, if you're not being the absolute most perfect person you can be, then you suck. And it's like, brother, just step outside. Yeah, I agree, but then don't say... But here's the thing, DCI. I will say this. I will say that... Oh, okay. Alright. You're going there. This is the reason why I took a month off. I'm gonna be very blunt about this. This is the reason why I took a month off. Was because of this type of commenting. I'm gonna be very firm about this. I don't like the way the internet has this all or nothing thinking where it's like, I say one thing, it's taken at face value. And there's no nuance at all. There's no nuance for anything. And so here I am, I'm trying to be a good person. But the internet makes me feel like I'm a shitty person and I suck. And it's like, no, I'm actually doing a great job. Thank you very much. Like, I feel like sometimes all the internet is designed to do is just make you feel like shit about yourself. And I'm sick of it. I'm tired. So, yeah. So if you want to call me out of touch, if you want to say I virtue signal, then that's on you. You don't have to apologize. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. I'm just saying what I really think. I'm trying to be more upfront about what I really think. Hi, Matrick. How's it going? Oh, I thought there was a 6. Oh yeah, there's a 6 right here. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you feel bad, DCI. That wasn't my intention. I didn't mean to make you feel bad. Perhaps I was a bit too passionate about my reaction. There was a lot behind that reaction. A lot of things I've been feeling. So it just happened to be unleashed at that one moment. Just be glad you're not my husband, though. My husband gets to receive a lot of the force of my wrath. So what's up, Inspector? How's it going? Nice to see you. We should improve society somewhat. Yet you participate in society. Curious. I am very intelligent. It's hard because sometimes I feel like people get stuck in the declarations. And this is important, is like not to get stuck in, and that's what I'm trying to do more of, is not get stuck in the declarations of what I'm doing and instead actually doing things. And that's why I think it's important to balance your time between the internet and real life, because the internet is a place that's just full of declarations upon declarations. But not actual action. And so, yeah. I happen to spend a lot of my time on here, so. But I'm trying to spend less time on here. Or spend more quality time on here. I always laugh about Ivan going to protests and then meeting up at a Burger King after. I think with things like that, like, okay. I think you have to look at it as, like, ultimately, is there positive being done? And, like, try and look at it objectively as possible. Because humans fundamentally are hypocritical. We're gonna do hypocritical things, but if we're trying to be better, that's got to count for something, right? I don't know. It goes back to that conversation with my friend where I held my head in my hands and I was just like, I want to be a good person, but I don't know how. How do I be a good person? I can't. In this world, it's impossible to be a good person. And I know that. I know it's impossible, but at least I'm gonna keep trying at least. Trying is better than, even if you don't really have that much of a impact or that much of an effect, if you're at least trying, then maybe that does something. I don't know. But I just wish we would stop making each other feel bad. Like, I wish there stopped being this, like, this constant comparison of, like, I mean, it's like the rat race, like, and middle class people do this the best of all, where it's like everybody middle class is comparing themselves to each other, like, who's working harder, who's doing more political stuff, who's going to more protests, who's doing more, who's buying less from certain corporations, who's blah 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 blah, and you know, the list goes on and on and on, and it's just like there's all this infighting, there's all this fighting constantly, and I'm not talking about anybody in particular. I'm just saying, like, I'm noticing a pattern of, like, just constant fighting. It's so exhausting. And I just wish we would all just come together and try our best. I'm not sure. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to know. Actually, it's always hard to know. Like, I was recommended a video, and I know these statistics are not accurate, but, like, I was recommended a video on YouTube where the title of the video is literally, "In the next 25 years, half of the world population will die." What? Again, that's blown out of proportion. It's this, like, it's this influencer that I watch a lot. He, like, does videos in the Pacific Northwest. And his video was titled, I can't pull it up because I don't have my keyboard plugged in. But his video is basically titled, "How I Continue Living Knowing That in 25 Years Half of the World Population Will Be Dead." If half the world population was about to be dead, don't you think more people would be freaking out about that? I mean, I know that there's a lot of really scary things happening and about to happen. I think that might be a bit too dramatic, but again, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like this is the kind of thing with like with climate change, you won't know until it's too late. So, do you remember the 2012 stuff about the end of the world? Yeah, I remember watching the movie 2012. It's a classic. About how the Mayans predicted it. But the difference between 2012 and now is that 2012 was just based on myth. Now it's based on real statistics. So, I don't know. I mean, you go to r/Salt Lake City, and I want to say like 40% of the posts are people talking about moving, freaking out, saying they want to leave, because this place is just going to be a wasteland in the next 5 years. DCI said, it was like 2002 and my hippie mother took me to a cafe where these people gave talks about the end of the world, and I was a young teen and I gave up my dreams thinking, fuck it, what's the point? I stopped aspiring. Dom says Redditors are weak. Why don't you go on Reddit and say that? See what happens. No, I'm just kidding. Do not unleash the Redditors' wrath. They can be very wrathful. And I know that Reddit likes to really hyperfixate on freaking out and a lot of people go there just to complain, right? So that's something important to keep in mind. But DCI, you bring up a good point. And I think that's what a lot of people are feeling these days, is I feel like a lot of people are just giving up, and just kind of not even, they're just disengaging. They're disengaging from politics, they're disengaging from world events, they're disengaging from the environment, what's happening there. It's so much easier to do that than to actually pay attention and be conscious. Being conscious is painful. Ivan says the Mayans didn't predict it. They made a calendar figuring several centuries ought to be adequate. 2012 was like the Y2K problem for the Mayans. But we don't use Mayan OS, so we're cool. Oh, okay. Thanks for the lore. DCI said, and then as I got older and 2012 came and went, I was really resentful that I was brought along to that nonsense event. I got shown a map of the world after the Mayan 2012, and it freaked the hell out of me. It's all about having a healthy balance, I think, of doom and optimism. It's a spectrum. Reddit is the perfect example of doom and glow, or like you go to fucking Hassan on Twitch. You go to one of his streams, you hang out there for 10 minutes, and you believe that the world is on fire, everything is terrible, nothing will ever get better, nothing will ever be okay. And then you have the opposite end of the spectrum, where it's just blissful optimism, blissful ignorance. You have your friends who, or people who just completely tune out all the world events and all the news and prefer to just live in dreamland. Yes. But I think you have to be somewhere in the middle. I would argue you should be closer to the end of the spectrum. You should be closer to is the optimistic dreamland place. I think you can be a little bit, you need to sprinkle just a little bit of realism in there. Enough so you don't like float away, ride away off into the sunset on a unicorn. Oh, I hope you're enjoying your breakfast orange. Thanks for sticking around. Even through my crash out. That was a real crash out, actually. Yeah, that was a real crash out. Yeah, it's Mahjong. The whole thing isn't in frame, unfortunately, because my camera isn't tall enough. But it's fun. It's a matching game. I'll take the gnomes and the fairies, thanks. I kind of am with Dom on this one. I prefer to spend most of my time in the gnome and fairy realm. But I do try and stay informed, painful as it is. It's just like I get exposed to even one tiny sliver of reality and it makes me depressed. So it always finds a way until the moment it doesn't. So now I do everything to chase my goals almost tirelessly because I'd rather hedge my bets on success. That's good. That's good. I'm glad. And the journey is always the best part. Like, I gave up wanting to be filled with doom and nihilism. Yeah. That isn't helpful, to be filled with doom and nihilism. It's just hard not to be seduced by it. It's very seductive. I get seduced by it pretty often. Pretty often. I go through periods, I like, okay, I'm trying to find something in the middle, but like, I'll go between both ends of the spectrum. I'll go on one, so I'll try and be realistic about life. I'll try and expose myself to things that are happening. I try to be informed. I try to ground myself. And then I'll get really, 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 really depressed. And so I'll zoom back over to this fantasy realm and I'll be like, I'm cutting myself off from everything. I can't even, I'll yell at my husband. If he's reading the news and he's like, oh shit, he does a reaction and he wants to tell me about it. I'm like, no, don't tell me. I don't want to know. He'll like start to read a headline. I'm like, no, I don't want to know. Don't tell me. All of days where I just like, I can't. I'm not going to listen to this right now. So I'll fluctuate between the two. Some days I just can't handle it. I don't know. It is my opinion that reading the news does not make you a better person. It fundamentally does not make you a better person. It can be helpful for making you a more well-rounded person, and it's important to be a well-rounded person. Oh. Sorry about the ads. Hopefully you're back now. Oh yeah, I'll just sit here and yap. Sorry, I shouldn't yap over the ads. I should take a break too. Oh well. Okay, welcome back. It didn't even have a timer for me, which made it worse. Oh, that's rough. I'm sorry. Luckily the ad snoozing is back, but I already used all 3 of my snoozes, so now I don't have a choice. I have to show them. I like how there is the snooze feature, though. That is one nice thing. But yeah. Do any of you guys use Nebula? My husband started watching Nebula. It's like basically YouTube, except you have to pay, you have to subscribe, and then it's a bunch of informational videos. But it's like an independent organization. And I think like, I think like there's less, there's like less strict parameters around making things advertiser friendly. DCI said it was the Buddhist community that introduced that Mayan calendar thing to me when I was like 11. I never forgave them. Well, you only waste your time if you decide that you wasted your time. Right? So, that's good that you're working towards your goals now, but it's never too late to start working on goals. So if you don't for a really long time in your life, I don't think you have to feel bad about that. We feel bad about enough things already. That's what they said to Team France. You have enough things to feel bad about already, so. Oh, okay. It's never too late to start working on goals. Oh, I get it. I get it. Haha, funny. Funny joke. Is France not a good soccer team? I'm gonna meet up with my friend tomorrow and pretend like I like soccer. I don't understand. People get really, really into soccer. I guess it's kind of like they kind of just edge you the entire game. Because there's only like less than 3 goals per game. And so it's so frustrating. So I guess I do understand why you would watch for the entire 90 minutes. Because it gets so close every time. And then it doesn't go in. Just cheer for those in white. Okay. Tomorrow? Okay, I'll do that. Sounds good. Yeah, I usually go off the jerseys anyway. So. Oh, France was world number 1. Oh, I see. Yeah, I don't know any of this stuff. But I'm glad it's important to some people. I asked my dad. I was trying to have So, this is one thing that kind of frustrates me about my dad. Is that he flat out refuses to have any deep conversations. Only superficial. And maybe that's why he's so happy all the time. Maybe that's why he seems perfect. Because I'll ask him, like, why do you like watching sports? And he just kind of, I forget the answer exactly what he gave, but it was just something along the lines of, because it's something to occupy my time. Okay, that's why you spend so many hours just sitting and watching other people play this game. It's just to pass the time. Hours and hours and hours of your life. I guess my dad knows what real leisure is like. Maybe I don't know. Dom says it inspires them. You'd say so? Jude Bellingham is who you should cheer for. He's legendary. Okay, sounds good. Is he cute? Is he handsome? Oh, because that's usually who I pick too. That's why I liked Neymar. I liked Neymar because he was handsome. I don't know if he's still handsome. There was another Brazilian on the Utah Jazz who was really handsome, but he was young. I don't think he's on the Jazz anymore. Yeah, he's handsome. Yes! Okay. Then that should be easy. Hi, Chunky. How's it going? Chunky says, I don't watch any sports that can end in a tie or commonly has final scores like 1-0. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's actually crazy. The people will sit and watch. I like basketball because you get those little dopamine hits every couple minutes. There's a score every couple minutes here. I mean, I guess in that sense, every goal, every score isn't as meaningful. When you only have 1 per game or 2 per game, that makes it a really big deal. But I don't think I have the patience to sit and just edge for for 90 minutes. That's just me. That's just me. Dom says, I met so many old men in my schooling who spoke about Muhammad Ali extremely highly and how it makes them want to be great. Cool. I'm not gonna say... No, I stopped that. I deleted Love and Deep Space. Completely. It's gone. Forever. Forever. Until I get bored and then I download it again. But I'm pissed. I'm pissed at Info, the company, because they got rid of the werewolf character. Not that I don't even like that much, but I'm pissed in principle. They had another love interest they were going to add to the game, and they just, last minute, they just plucked him out. They just plucked him right out. Like he was nothing. He was worth nothing to them. They had all the voice line. They had all the story points, all the lore already written. They put out the trailer of him showcasing how muscular his arms are. Oh boy. Okay, listen. I don't like people who are really, really muscular. But a little bit. I'm not asking for twigs. I don't want twig. That's why I don't like, what's his name? Raphael. Wait, let me just, okay. I gotta show you guys mine. It's time to bring back the keyboard. It's time to bring back the keyboard. We need to bring back the keyboard. Where's my cord? Where's my keyboard cord? Here it is. Is that my cord? Yeah. We're whipping out the keyboard. On top of the Mahjong setup. That's how important this is. Okay. Oops. I can't believe this. I'm so pissed. I'm so pissed. Oh, it's got letters, look. It's got letters on the other side. Here. How do I show? See it? It's got letters underneath, so I can still see it. It's really cool. Toby, get the cable. DCI said, I can only watch when England are playing. I don't have a home team. It always bothered me that teams didn't play people who were born/grown up local and they could just spend money on buying players from anywhere. Is England playing tomorrow? I love the color. And look, it matches my little thing underneath. It's so good. Okay, so this is very important. Very important. We're sorry to distract from our game. Oh, but see, people are making, like, inspiration posts. Hashtag bring Valco back. You guys, I'm pissed. Let me show what he actually looks like. Where's the thing? What? I love this. Okay. Girl dinner. I need this shirt. This is Silas right here. I love how this lady's rocking it. Dark mode. Yeah, dark mode is the only mode that I'll accept. So here's what Valko... No, I need an actual thing. Here's a... That's not good enough. I need... Okay. We might accidentally scroll past some not safe for work stuff. And that's not my fault, okay? Anyways, this is Valko. As you can see, there's... Wow. Wow. The other... and the reason why I'm saying wow is because if you see the other love interests, like, in comparison, it's like no contest. He's like 6'1". He's like 6'1", or like 6'2" or something. Super muscular. He's got red hair. God damn. Wow, that's like the size of my head, dude. Holy cow. Yeah. Okay, wait. Oh, let's see. Love. I'm typing with one finger because I'm trying not to destroy my Mahjong setup. Love and deep space. Size comparison. And listen. It's not the kind of size you're thinking about, okay? I would never. Size doesn't matter. Compare is son. No, we're comparing the... Yeah, here we go. Oh, I wanted the torso. There was one where they were comparing their torso sizes. It seems like a risky search. Nah, that's because there's like a million of these size comparisons. That's not the one I was looking for. I want to find the, let's see, a Reddit post. That's not what I was looking for. I was looking for the one where I could tell the love interest in the love interest based on the torso alone. There was like on the Reddit there was a picture and it was like, can you tell who's who based on just the back? I can. Okay. Anyways, you can get the idea. So you see Xavier over here. He's a measly 185 centimeters. Actually, I think that's like 5'11". That's like my height. Okay, that's still pretty tall. Okay, but then you look at Raphael. Raphael's 183 centimeters. But if you notice, he's very boyish. He's got very... he's very small. He's very small. Tall. We're talking about tallness. If you're familiar with centimeters, you know. You know. I mean, I'm barely familiar with centimeters. I just know, I think I'm 180 centimeters. So, okay, wow, I'm even shorter than, I'm shorter than Xavier. And he's the smallest. Well, Raphael's the smallest. But anyway, you see, you got the original love interests, and then it's so funny. When the company, so they were originally, they're a Chinese company, and they were making it just for the Chinese audience. They made the men, like, they're not small, they're just, like, I don't know. But then when they expanded to the Western audience into the United States, they added 2 new characters. It's just fucking huge. Yeah. So my favorite is Silas. And he's he's 190 centimeters. I think that's a lot. And then there's Caleb. But you just see, they're just fucking monsters, dude. I feel like his shoulder. So, in China, there's a new trend, beauty trend of having a small head and really wide shoulders, almost to the point of just being like comically large. It's really funny to see. But Silas fits that category. He's my favorite. He's my favorite. But if you see Valko, it doesn't have the Valko size. But he's like up there. I think he's bigger than Silas. Silas is... Anyways, I need to stop. I need to stop talking about these sizes. I stopped playing the game, but now I'm getting kind of tempted to go back in. Sorry, I'm looking for like a specific post. I'm really doing some crazy stuff. Oh, but look, people are already doing really good cosplays. But yeah, they dangled this character in front of us. By the way, don't ask why he has these ears and human ears. Don't ask. He just does. All the better to hear you with. Like the actual character. I'm not just saying the cosplayer. I'm saying the character has that. They didn't really think that through. So he has 4 ears. He's a werewolf. And he sometimes wears a mask. Which is just delightful. I'm not really a mask girly. I'm not really a mask type of... But I can see the appeal. I mean, when I was seeing like Sleep Token, so I had a Sleep Token phase where I listened to approximately 1 Sleep Token song. And I saw like some footage of him performing. I could see the appeal. We demand realistic werewolves. Well, too bad, because you don't even get any werewolf. None. They took him from us. Ghastly. Wait, why is he... Sorry, I'm still scrolling through. I wanted to stop scrolling on stream. Nobody wants to scroll Reddit on stream. Except for me. I want to do it. Okay, I'm done. I deleted it. It's gone. I'm not playing it anymore. They're not going to take any more of my money. Not a single cent more. I didn't spend that much. I only spent like... You guys spend money on games? I spent a maximum of $50. $50 because I really wanted a Silas card. And it was my birthday. So I felt like I deserved it. Digital man. And I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not ashamed of the amount of money I spent. Some people spend thousands upon thousands of dollars on that game. No joke. Some people, that game is their whole life. But yeah, I don't have... That's so interesting. I don't have a current hyperfix. I usually have a hyperfixation on, like, one man in particular. I don't right now. Like a fictional man. Whether it be a fictional man or a celebrity man. For the longest time, it was Top from Big Bang. And then it was Rap Monster from BTS. And then it was is his name Zen? I can't remember. Who from the... No, it's not from Big Bang Theory. Oh my gosh, DCI. We're gonna have to go over this again. Big Bang, the band. That's okay, I don't expect you to know. Okay, just think of Squid Game. If you've seen Squid Game or even anything from Squid Game, okay, think of Thanos. The guy with the the guy with the purple hair. Yes, that Thanos. I know. Yeah. Really weird guy. Really, really strange guy. Yep. I will always have a place in my heart for Top. He is amazing. I was so obsessed with so the new music video that he came out with, I watched it over and over again. And it's so good because it's like, it's a treat for, it's a double treat for me because not only is Top in the music video, but a very beautiful lady is also in the music video. So it really makes me glad to be a bisexual. It really makes me glad. Here, I want to show you. And of course the cord fell down again. Oh, it fell all the way behind my monitor. How dare you? How dare you? Okay, putting it back on. Don't fall off. It's gonna fall off. Okay, I'll put this down with this hand. I'll pick it up with this hand. Now I hold it. And I walk around my monitor. Still holding the cable. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, headphone users. That was rude. I dropped it. I didn't mean to. That was so rude. And of course now my keyboard decides to not work. I just spent all this time trying to get you. Okay. I won't play the music video because, like, you thought that some people were good at copyright striking people. Oh, just you wait. The K-pop industry, they will. Ooh, actually, I think even showing a picture, an image from the music video will give me a copyright. But I want to show you. Dang it. I guess I can't. Oh my gosh. Hi, Lumpy. How's it going? I love Mahjong, especially the part where we eat all the pieces at the end. Yeah. They do look tasty, don't they? Hey, that's a good idea. Maybe I should make, like, Mahjong cookies or something. It's nice to see you here. You guys, shout out Lumpy. Lumpy is a fellow streamer and has a really, really cool Minecraft world. Actually, it's like the coolest Minecraft world I've ever seen. My mind was absolutely blown when you showed me the tour of that. Yeah. I'm sure many of you are familiar. But yeah, we're playing some Mahjong. So here was the original shape. This is the original shape, and now we're just doing we're still doing, it's solitaire, so. I was gonna show you something from a music video, but I decided that probably wouldn't be wise. I've been burned for that before, because I literally showed one image from the Fantastic Baby music video, and I got copyrighted for that. Who knew that you could copyright a freaking image? Oh, well, you deserve the praise. How many hours have you spent on that world? I need to know. Okay. Is there another 6? No, there's not. Oh, I see. There's 2 of these. West. Around 2,000. Woo! That is a lot. Oh my god, that's a lot of time. Well, it certainly paid off. And it seems like you enjoy the process, so that's all that matters, really. If you enjoy the process of making it, then that's good. Sushi shaped and decorated as mahjong pieces would be a neat idea for a meal. Oh, sushi. Wait, mahjong sushi. Yummy. I love sushi and I love mahjong, so that checks out. I think I would enjoy. But yeah, so today's more of like a casual stream, but we sometimes talk about philosophy on here. Sometimes. Depending on my mood. You know what? I really should remove the philosophy tag when I'm not talking about You never know when the conversation strikes, though. If somebody comes to me with a good philosophical question, I can't refuse. But yeah, definitely not the same type of philosophy as like Ivan or Aristotle. As, well, I'm not going to say that. They talk about real philosophy. They talk about real philosophy. I don't. Does free will exist? Every time I get asked that question, I feel like I give a different answer. That question really, really hurts my brain. I was saying the other day how it feels like when I'm saying things out loud, I feel like ChatGPT. I feel like I am only saying what the algorithm in me. I got that algorithm in me. What the algorithm in me wants to say. So free will, so if you don't have free will, so determinism would mean that you are basically an algorithm, right? And I know that your perspective is DCI's perspective is basically both. And I tend to lean that way. Although I don't fully understand what that means. It's okay, you don't have to explain it. Because the last two times you explained it, obviously didn't stick. So don't waste your effort. Don't waste your time. I value your time. But thanks for asking. That was a non-answer. That was me just stalling to come up with the actual answer. Okay. I'm gonna answer this in true Marissa fashion, which is based on vibes alone. And based on vibes alone, I want free will to exist. But I don't know if it actually does. Lumpy says, the most up-to-date answer I read was in A Very Bad Wizard. Even if we live in full determinism, social constructs like reward and punishment are still very useful and worth using broadly. Oh, thanks for sharing. Yeah, I agree. Ivan says, I sometimes feel bad that I repeat topics on my stream, but then I learn that people haven't absorbed what I've been saying, and then I don't feel so bad. No, Ivan, you don't need to feel bad about that. I mean, well, first of all, because, like, you have new people coming into your stream constantly who are not up to speed. I could see how that would be a little bit annoying if you, like if you personally have a hard time explaining the same thing over and over. What's up, Pro Player? Oh my god, Pro Player? How's it going? You guys, one of the OG audience members is here. Actually, okay, I've said this about approximately 5 people, but I think actually, pro player is like the first person who commented in my stream. So, shout out pro player. Anyway, from personal experience, yes, I have not absorbed what you've been saying. But also from personal experience, can I just say, okay, I'm going to be very transparent here. I don't come to your stream. I don't come to your stream to like fully absorb everything you're saying. I hope that doesn't make you feel bad. I come to your stream because I enjoy you as a person, and I like hearing you talk about things you're passionate about. But I'm not there like with a pencil and paper ready to just absorb everything. That makes sense. I come because I'm like, oh, I want to see what Ivan's up to today. I want to see what Ivan's doing. I want to see him get excited. I want to see angry philosopher mode get activated. I want to see some poor bastard theist come in and try his luck. I want to hear about when Ivan went to the Renaissance Fair. I want to hear about him talk about passionate humanism and try really hard to get the other atheists to find meaning in their lives. Turn to page 194. Is that a Harry Potter reference? Sounds like a Harry Potter reference. Ivan says, I am a compatibilist. Oh, that's what I was saying about DCI. Is there's 2 of them, right? I mean, that's the one where it's both. I think determinism gives you all the free will worth having. If you're good at making decisions, indeterminism will only make you worse. Lumpy says, that said, adding a measure of determinism helps to mitigate overly harsh punishments and dethrone successful people who started with a massive leg up, and ultimately to justify redistributing wealth. DCI says, I like watching Ivan get mad at energy. Oh yeah. I like seeing people in this community. I like seeing people go between different streams. I like seeing how different people you see different sides of people's personalities come out in different streams. I really like that. So I like how close-knit the philosophy community is. And I love that they've decided to include me for some reason. I don't know. I feel very nice to be included. You know what? Philosophy was not even... When I started out streaming, I guess I was talking about philosophy, but it was very much armchair philosophy, like, who am I? Why do I exist? Why is my life meaningful? How do I find meaning in my life? And then it just went from there. I haven't found the answers to most of those questions, but I feel like I've worked towards, with the help of a lot of people who've come in and walked me through, and also with the help of the books that I've read, I feel like I'm closer to those answers. I also feel like I'm stuck in my game. I feel like I'm and by the way, if you comment and I don't really respond to your comment, it's probably because I didn't understand what you said. And I'm embarrassed and I don't know how to say that. So I'm sorry if, yeah, I don't give you the response you're looking for. Ivan has a calm, soothing voice, but Hamiltonian equations are a good potato repellent. Guess I know what it entails. For the record, I passed my only quantum chemistry course 20 years ago. Smart people. That's cool. I like seeing how, like, okay, do you guys agree with this? When I went to my meditation retreat, Goenka was saying that Buddhists are basically saying the same things as quantum scientists. That, he was using different terminology, but I think he was saying the same thing. That we, our bodies are made up of waves, basically. Like, all matter is basically just waves. You keep breaking down the structures of things, like from molecules to atoms to, like, protons, neutrons, electrons. And then you break it down into quarks, right? And then you keep breaking it down. And then eventually you just get waves. That's my understanding. And he was actually trying to convince the people who came to meditate that if you meditate hard enough, if you understand your body enough, that you can eventually feel what the waves feel like. Ivan says, I shall revisit this topic on my stream. Okay, great. Thank you. No, you cannot. Okay. Well, I kind of agree. I don't think you could go that far, but I do think you can feel things from every sensory apparatus all at the same time. What do you think about that? I think you can feel every single, I don't know what it's called, but like wherever you feel, however you feel touch, you are feeling it all in some degree at every moment of every time you were alive. Every time that sense organ is not injured or whatever, you know, as long as it's functional, you're constantly feeling things. It's just like your brain is tuning it out because there's so much information to pay attention to that it doesn't even... Hi, Chaotic. What's up? How's it going, Chaotic? How are you doing? Long time no see. Lumpy says, confession, I have no idea how to play Mahjong. Well, so what we're doing is we're matching the tiles together. Oh, and look, I can make this match here. You can only match horizontally. So if it's stuck, so this one is stuck right here because there's two tiles on the side of it. If there's a tile on both sides, you can't take it out. But if there's a free space horizontally, I just match those. Oh, thank you, Chaotic. I'm doing good. I'm doing really good, actually. I'm really glad that a lot of people stopped by my stream, giving some nice conversations. So I can't complain. Yeah. Ivan says, with training, you can become more aware of the senses at once, just like walking and chewing gum at the same time. Well, and I think that's what we're working on, is trying to feel everything, everywhere, all at once. And so eventually you'll, and maybe, you know, when you get really granular, I'm not sure how much I agree with the whole wave thing, but I did have a point where I felt like I felt my whole body all at once. And it was a very faint, kind of vibrating, kind of electric sensation. I thought that was really cool. Like all the itching, all the pressure, any sensation you can think of. It all kind of melds into one. And then it just... And then what you're supposed to feel is it actually pulsates throughout your body. Which I'm wondering if that is accordance in parallel to the blood circulating through your body. So I was trying to feel the blood circulating through my arm. I could feel the arm pulsating and my forearm pulsating with blood. I don't know how the sense organs work. I don't think they rely on blood, like immediate blood, to be able to function, because your senses aren't going in and out with the blood. So I don't know where the pulsating would come from. But, I don't know. Interesting, nonetheless. Chaotic says, yeah, I scrolled the chat and noticed there was some conversation about free will and determinism. I used to think a lot on that topic, but nowadays I just don't care that much anymore. Well, Chaotic, let me tell you this. Same. No, I think the topic was brought up actually as a joke, I believe. If we're all on the same page. I think Ivan was asking that as a joke. Because I was like talking about how I don't really talk about philosophy on my stream. But I'm open to it. So I understand. Sometimes we go through ebbs and flows of like being interested and being not interested. If there's no new information to be, and here's why I get tired of it, maybe this is why you're tired of it too, is that you kind of reach an answer that's like it's a good enough answer, or it's just like you don't find enough meaning in that question, in the pursuit of the answer to that question, so you just kind of abandon it because it's like, why am I... I feel like some philosophers, the reason why they're philosophers is because it's the love of the game. They love going back, they love debating, they love going back and forth and comparing and contrasting different worldviews. And that's what they're interested in. For me, like, I'm actually looking for the actual answers. And I'm realizing that that's not what philosophy really is. It's not about finding well, someone's going to argue with me on that, but that's not what philosophy is, according to what I think. I'm not satisfied with the answers. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not satisfied with the answers that are being presented. Lumpy says, Noger is like that. Oh yeah, I need to check out his streams. I haven't really seen his streams before. Chaotic says, if you ask me, I'll tell you this. Under the same exact circumstances, you would have done the same decision. So yeah, no libertarian free will, but I think compatibilist freedom does make sense for moral responsibility. As long as you feel free, then it's all okay. The issue is if you lose your sense of freedom. I agree with that. Okay, the utility in the free will argument, or the determinist argument, is if you believe that it's kind of like the you are not your thoughts type of thing. I think it can help one to disassociate oneself from one's own thoughts and emotions and things that arise, right? And that's that. There can be utility in that. When you have like particularly uncomfortable thoughts or emotions or whatever arising, it can be helpful to dissociate from those. Hi, Danny. Welcome back. Thank you so much for the bits. Lumpy says, yeah, philosophy can provide what I call technologies of the mind, tools to actually improve one's life. Yeah, and also like feeling validated, I feel like, in your worldview, if you find somebody who has a similar one and reading about it. Well, even the act of debate is a good way to validate your worldview, because you're comparing it against another. You're like bouncing it off the wall. You're like throwing a ball and bouncing it off and catching it and throwing it off. Most of the time, people use philosophy to justify their selfish behavior. Ooh, spicy. Yeah, I think you're right. Why are you right? Well, people use a lot of things to justify their selfish behavior, so that's why I'm agreeing. Like, for example, I think the whole idea of that, like, Nietzsche presents about being able to transcend our nature, like man being able to transcend himself. I feel like that type of idea is used in a lot of inappropriate ways. Like, I feel like that whole idea is representative of how we degrade the environment around us and we don't really understand the consequences of that, because we somehow believe that we're better than nature. You guys, I think I'm done. I think I'm stuck with this. Look, there's, okay. 8, 4, 9. I think this is south. 6. Nope. Yep, no. Okay. We're done. We lost. We're stuck. Oh, shoot. Okay. Well. Chaotic says, yeah, that's true. Once I stopped believing in traditional free will, I did lose my sense of freedom. And that was something horrible to deal with for years. Nowadays, I'm fortunately recovering my sense of freedom. In reality, I also think my freedom was taken away due to extreme suffering and mental disorders I was dealing with. Well, I'm really glad that you're working on yourself and able to overcome a lot of these things. Okay, I think I'm going to be done with my Mahjong. We're going to shift back over to our psychedelic background. I need to change the zoom. Hold on. So 2 for 2, we lost twice. Tragic. Okay, you can see my pores a little bit better now. Great. That's all we could ever want. I mostly wanted to give my phone a break, because I've been using my phone as my other camera. Okay. For example, people saying there's no right and wrong objectively and use that to justify being dicks. I've seen a lot of that. People using, nihilism to just excuse their shitty behavior. I've seen a lot of that. Oh, nothing matters. So what's the point? I could be a shitty person if I want to. I'm not going to try. I'm not going to try and be a good person or, be nice to the people around me or try and even help prevent suffering. People just... I really wish that this didn't happen. Where people just give up. They just give up on society. They give up on the world. They give up on everything. it has to do with that doomer mentality, the Redditor mentality of like, everything sucks, so we don't even need to try. Why try? We're gonna die anyway, why try? And it's like, okay, I get it, but also, we are here for a long time. I get that in the grand scheme of things, if you were to think about things in terms of infinity or whatever, yeah, okay, there are 100 years, 90 years, 80 years that we're here on this planet is like just a little sliver of time. But you can't think that way, dude. You can't think in terms of infinity. Nobody's mortal brain was meant to comprehend that. What I noticed when I went to my meditation retreat was that you can get to the point where minutes feel like hours. Every minute feels like an entire hour. Okay, imagine going through a whole day like that, where every minute lasts for an hour. That's a lot of time. So even if like you die, if nothing matters because I die in the end, there's still a lot of time that we have to work with, and a lot of time, like we can prevent suffering. I really believe that. If we just try. Yeah, I wish more people would try. Chips, boobs, scientific curiosity, and spending time with my girlfriend are motivation to trudge along. Yes, trudge along, sorry. I agree with the number 2. And number 1. I enjoy chips. I want to say like 30 to 40% of my diet is chips. Ivan says if we go by the book, hours would seem like days. Ah. Like LT Savick. Who's that? Is that Lieutenant? I don't know, I sound stupid now. I think LT represents Lieutenant. Okay, in that case, that's probably a Star Trek reference, right? I don't know. But yes, if hours seem like days, oh good, I'm correct. Anyways, the point is, there is so much time every day. Make use of it. Oh, okay. Is that so? Wait, let me look. Let me look them up right now. Let me whip out my keyboard. Put my keyboard back on. Plug it in. Don't mind if I do. I actually did think Spock was attractive in the movies. Hey, I have seen something Star Trek. I haven't seen this show. I know. Which is the real one. I know. I've only seen the movie with Chris Pine. I really enjoyed Spock in that. I was really attracted to Spock. Okay. Let me see. Who is this? Oh! She's a woman. Wow, I can't believe I assumed they were a man. Oh, that's not the right one. How about this one? Oh, yeah. Okay. Ooh, I don't know about the ears, though. I mean, yes, I agree, but also, I don't know about the ears. Oh, I like her hair in this. She's got the red lip. Nice. Wait, are she and Spock a thing? Wait, don't spoil it for me. Don't spoil it. I do kind of want to know why she's pictured next to Spock. Spicy. Zachary Quinto. Is that the person who played Spock. Yeah. I like his eyebrows. He has really nice eyebrows. And lips. Chaotic says, I think that current world doesn't really help us to experience things deeply. We spend so much time disconnected from ourselves that we don't experience life as we should, in my point of view. No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. One thing I'll say is, yes, the current world makes things much more challenging, but it doesn't make things impossible. You just have to take things into your own hands, unfortunately. That's what I'm learning, which really sucks. I don't know if you were here for when I asked, at the Vipassana retreat, I asked one of the teachers, I was like, how do I maintain this level of level-headedness and how do I maintain this meditative state in this overstimulating world? And his response was classic Vipassana. He was like, it's not the world that's you can change. You need to change yourself. How do you react to the world? It's not the world's fault. It's your... It's like, well, can't something not be my fault? Why does everything have to be my responsibility? I'm so tired of everything being my responsibility. So I think it's our responsibility to try and cut out all these things that are making life so much more difficult. Cut out social media. Cut out the overstimulating food. Cut out just the noise. And I'm not specific. You don't have to do specific things, but it's just like whatever for you is adding more noise than what's necessary. You gotta cut it out. It can be hard though. It can be really hard. Because I'm with you, Chaotic. I want to experience the world deeply. That's the only way I want to. I don't want to experience anything superficially anymore. Once you taste what deep experience, what presence and like deep flow, what it feels like, you can never go back. Lumpy says they had to trim said majestic eyebrows just to play Spock, but he has such thick dark hair that you could see that they were shaved. Oh shit, I forget. Okay, wait, I'm bringing this up. I feel like he had good eyebrows, but maybe they did shave it back. Oh shit, you're right. You're right. Well, they were still fire. They were still fire. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Hold on. There. They're still pretty fire. Like, damn. I need to know who's his eyebrow stylist. Yeah. Feeling like everything is your fault is exhausting. As someone who grew up with a messiah complex and being a people pleaser my whole life, I totally get you. But unfortunately, it's like Sartre said, we're condemned in being free, and that doesn't depend on us having free will or not. Yeah. Oh, by the way, you guys, there's ads coming. Frick. There's an ad coming. Oh, frick. I don't have time to end my stream. Should I just keep streaming? I'll just keep going for another hour. I don't have anything planned. Thanks for being here, Ivan. Okay, I think I might end my stream. I'm gonna end my stream. It's been fun. It's 5 o'clock. thank you guys so much for the conversation. Yeah, it's been nice. Appreciate you all. I value you. Thanks for stopping by, Lumpy. It was nice to see you here. And thanks, Chaotic, for the good conversation. Okay. Bye-bye.